Hey, Lindsay from Mama Aligned here. Today we are going to learn the pelvic list, which is a very important, awesome, amazing exercise for strengthening the lateral hips. We learned a figure 4 stretch a couple days ago that is fantastic for really stretching out those muscles. And today we're going to learn some strength and stabilization for those muscles. The lateral hips, the muscles on the sides of your hips, are really important, and they should be activating during the gait cycle, during walking. But instead, we really have weakened these muscles over time, and so that if you kind of watch your footprint, it's really helpful in the snow or the rain. You can see how our feet tend to go in with our steps versus staying out and using and activating the lateral hips and the glutes and the posterior leg muscles. So, see if you can see me in here. Lots of times, our gait, we should be able to lift up really on one leg, press back behind us, and use the posterior leg muscles, the muscles in the backside. But instead, we lean forward, we extend, or we flex, and then we fall. So a lot of gait nowadays is actually falling, and we're not even using the proper muscles. Where if we were to strengthen and lengthen and be able to use the correct muscles, we could strengthen our pelvic floor with every step. And it would be a whole body, it would help our whole body in so many ways that's beyond explaining in this simple video demonstration. So today we're going to learn how to do the pelvic list for the lateral hips. This is something that I like to practice while I'm in line somewhere or just standing around. It's a really simple exercise to just mix into your day. So what you do, first of all, really important here is we don't want to be here, right? We don't want to be using the front side of our legs, which we shouldn't be standing like this anyway, right? We want to shift our weight back so that our weight's really back. We're really using the correct muscles. You also should be able to lift and lower your kneecaps. If you can, that's probably because they are up and that your quads are on. So you want to be able to lift and lower and then allow them to relax down during the exercise. So shifting right back in your heels. The other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to fall into one hip. This is a really common thing, and this is a cheat I notice myself doing a lot. You hold a baby on your hip and you jut over. Lots of us do, although we shouldn't. And so that's a way of bypassing the weakness in our lateral hips. So observe that about yourself if you are carrying around a baby. See if you can strengthen your lateral hips by holding a baby. So weight back in your heels. Try to keep the hips. You don't want one coming out in front of the other, leaning one way back, tucking the pelvis, coming forward. So find as many alignment markers as you really know. Then we're just going to lift. We're going to use the strength of this lateral hip to lift this leg up off the ground. Flexing the foot, relaxing. If you wiggle around a little bit, that's fine, but just try to find some stability and some balance here. If you need to hold on to something, it's nice to have a counter nearby as you're gaining the strength in that hip. Try to let the toes relax. Mine are gripping for dear life because they're saying, oh, we can't do this. That's how you get better. You get the wiggles, at first it looks crazy, and then the more you do it, the easier it becomes and the more strength you build. Let's try the other side. Shifting the weight back. If it isn't already, this is my weak side. For now, it's going to be my strong side someday, right? We don't use our bodies equally from side to side, and so you'll tend to observe weakness on one side versus the other. It's a good thing to observe and then just kind of let go and work on. So you see I'm kind of leaning, so you want to try to keep yourself really stable here. Upper body really still. And once you got that down, you can keep working on that when you're, somewhere where you don't have a block and just want to work on it. It's great to get a block as well now, and we're going to add some movement to it. So you start by just making sure your heel's on the block. You could use a book. You could use a sidewalk, whatever you have. You could do this on a fallen log, on a nature walk. So shift your weight back again. Find that neutral stance. And then we're going to bring this ASIS up. And we're going to let it drop down. Let your arms relax, let your rib cage relax down. Avoid the toe gripping that my toes are wanting to do. That is another common cheat. Good. I'm going to try the other side. This is a good thing to, if you do it by a mirror, a full-length mirror, do it from the side. I'll show you mine from the side. Because then you can really see if you're doing this, you know, leaning forward, really shift the weight back. It's so much more challenging, but then you're getting more, whew. Of course, I show you my side that needs work. That's okay. I'm all about showing where we're at, being where we're at, so that we can grow. And you really watch for those cheats, and you're going to get more bang for your buck if you're doing this as best as you can. Have a great day.